Oh, God damn it, I am so happy. I am so excited. This is what I've been waiting for a year and a half, the return of one of the most lovely and sweet and talented singer-songwriters in the whole oilem. Her name is Jill Sobule. She was on Dave's Gone By a while back. I talked to her. We had a wonderful time, and I want to catch up with all the things that she's doing. Hello, Jill. How are you?
Hello, Rabbi.
Oh, it's so good to hear you. You have the cutest voice that I have ever heard. Yours and Moses.
And yours.
Oh, well, mine is more gravelly. I'm like Tom Waits skipped in borscht. But you, oh, what a sweet... Say something. Say anything.
You gotta live a little, give a little.
Doi-da-doi.
I have no song.
Doi-da-doi. That's the story of Hashem. How are you? Now, I don't want to bring up something bad, but I was looking at your blog and the thing, and it said that you were recently in for surgery.
I had a little surgery, and I've been recovering, and I've been actually convalescing. It's not so bad.
Well, you have to rest up. You got to give the body a chance to everything all right? Was it a girl thing? Was it tubing or something else? What was it?
That's a minor girl thing, but I had to go under, and I got the morphine pump, and it wasn't that bad of a time. I've been catching up with my reading, and I recently bought a turntable, which I hadn't had forever. So before I went under, I bought a bunch of records.
What kind of record? What albums did you get?
Well, okay, let's see here.
Was it Moshe Kusevitsky?
I autographed Bobby Gentry.
Is that Billy Joe McAllister? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got an old Joni Mitchell here. I have a soundtrack to Hair. Don't laugh.
A soundtrack? That's a wonderful album. I love that music. The nudity, right? But the music is great. I don't like the pot smoking. I think it's bad for you, but all right. What else? What's in your record collection?
So I got an X. Remember the band X?
X.
A Hard Day's Night.
Them I heard of. Those people I know.
Those people were good.
They had the long hair except no payas. I remember them.
And I got a newer artist, John Stevens. I like his album Illinois, and I bought the vinyl of it.
What is he doing? The Swift Jan Stevens. He's doing one for every state of the union now. Is that the deal?
Yeah, but so far I've just heard. I think there's just Illinois.
I mean, I really don't want to hear Michigan. There's nothing he can sing about Michigan that would be of any interest to me. Florida, all right. Yes, maybe Florida, California, Hawaii. Oh, of course. Not Michigan, not South Dakota. You can't do an album on South Dakota. I'm sorry. Watch, tomorrow you'll go write a song about South Dakota. I'll bet.
It's the Badlands. Are they in South Dakota?
Oh, are they? Oh, well,
I don't know.
Got there first.
One of them. But it's great because the second, and I put down the needle for the first time in ages. You just feel that sense of childhood being in your old bedroom. It's fantastic.
Oh,
And of course I'm talking because I was on painkillers, so that helped too.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? Painkillers and Manischewitz. What a combination. The sweet and the bitter. Oh, I love it. Speaking of bitter sweet, one of the people that Dave has had on his radio program very recently is Crystal Zevon, the former widow ex-wife thing.
Oh, yeah.
The late Warren.
I've been meaning to get the book, but I'm afraid.
Oh, you don't want to turn the pages of this book. Dave was reading this to me because my eyesight's bad, so I had him read me some good night stories. And what a jerk! What a bad person he was when he was on the booze, and not so nice when he wasn't on the booze either. He was beating the crap out of her.
Yeah, but I don't. You know what? I'm prejudiced because I knew him when the hardest thing he was doing was he was addicted to Mountain Dews, and he was so nice and sweet to me, so that's all that matters to me.
It's true.
Like, when Goebbels was nice to me.
It's true. But let me ask you, he hit on you? Was there anything there? Because he was hitting on, he was stuffing everything that moved.
I think I came a little too late. I remember him saying to me, but because it was really interesting. We toured in a rock bus, just him and I and the road manager. And I remember there was a couple times when he'd have the soft porn, like the Playboy Channel in the back lounge, and he'd forget in the back lounge of the bus, and he'd forget to put the blinds down, so people who were coming to the show would come by and they could see the TV going on.
But that was part of his image. I mean, the funny thing in the book, the son says after he died and they were clearing out his stuff, they found his porn collection of the video cassettes and everything, and they figured, hey, what are we going to do? It turned out to be him, because he was videotaping himself with some of his girlfriends. He was a nut. He was a crazy guy. Yeah,
well, I had some lovely times, but I will say that, there was nothing going on between us. But when he got sick, and it was really terrible, and I didn't go see him towards the end, but he would email me, and his emails got a little bit racy.
Oh, my.
And kind of flirting in that way, and I'm like, what do I do? This is a dying man. I'm just going to go with it.
Oh, my goodness.
So I have, among that collection, I have some letters.
Well, there's volume 2.
But I didn't. No, I don't think they were. They weren't so bad. But I had my own war and pornography collection.
Did he make you howl like a werewolf? No, I don't think so.
No. They were more tongue in cheek.
Which tongue, which cheek? No, I don't.
No, as I was saying that, I knew
You knew you shouldn't have gone there. No. So, besides your surgery, besides the hospital, I hope you're feeling better. What else has been new since you were last talking to me on this radio program?
Oh, I don't even know where to begin. Working on some, why am I talking like you?
Because you're Jewish too, that's why. Did you know Lauren Zevon was Jewish?
Half Jewish and half Mormon.
Oh, you know all this stuff.
You know why? Because we talked about, we were both in the book of Jews Who Rock.
Jews Who Rock? I'm not in that book. I don't know why.
I don't know, but
I'm in the book of Jews Who Complain. I'm on page 2.
Yeah, well, that's an epic.
So, I'm sorry, you were saying, so you're in California. What the hell are you doing out there?
Yeah, well, I kind of moved out here for a little bit because I was doing music for a show for Nickelodeon called Unfabulous. Emma Roberts' show. She's in Nancy Drew now, but that's about over. But I'm just kind of bi-coastal.
That's good. You buy everything, quite honestly. And you knew I was going to say that too.
I know.
Have you been in an earthquake yet?
You're predictable.
Me? Predictable? Oy. I'm sort of like the Torah. You read me from beginning to end, and I go over and over again every year. It's the same thing. It's the same 5 books of me, pretty much. But have you had a mudslide? Have you been taken to a relocation camp, or is California okay?
It's okay. It's all right. As long as I can leave a lot, I'm fine.
This is good. Are you still scrabbling?
You know, I had to give that up a little bit. The scrambling was taking up a little time, I must say. So I have been spending more time, working.
Working is good. Working is
been writing a lot. I'm just about to record another record.
Mazel.
I'm going to work on you're still working on a couple musicals, and what else? I got my fingers in everything, and don't go there.
You are too fast for me, Jill Sobule. That's a shame. See, I was ahead of the curve with you the last time. Now you're rounding the curve and biting me in the tuchus the other way. I've got to get my groove on here, huh?
But you're in New York, aren't you?
This is correct.
You know, I am going to be playing Joe's Pub the 7th and 8th.
Well, that's why we're talking here.
I know, and it's going to be a swell show, and this is what I think I'm going to do with that show, is I'm going to experiment with, I'm going to record this show, and I think it's just going to be a solo show. And I'm going to have a little device where I can give out to people, and then later that day, later that week, they can upload the show.
So you're trying to get very bloggy with your website and to do all that kind of... the whole digital revolution is just continuing to go on and on. Where do you see the music business going with all that?
Well, the one thing I'm happy about is I remember after being dropped from 3 labels and having these music industry, scuzzy people dropping me and then going for something cheaper.
Well,
is that now they're losing their jobs. Except they get severance pays. We never got those. But there's something that I'm not upset about the industry, at least that aspect of it. crumbling.
Well, there's this whole thing I read in the Rolling Stone magazine where all the record companies are slashing people and they're merging and they're going underground. I mean, the whole thing is changing now.
They don't know what to do.
This is true.
They don't know what to do. So I'm going to be at the forefront of what's new. I don't know what that is yet, but I'm going to try to record all my
cell phones.
And it looks like there's things in the pipeline, like doing maybe something with Yahoo, a blog site, and for music and politics.
Ooh, very interesting. Well, politics is going to change in a year or two anyway. Who knows what it'll be then?
I know, but it's going to be really interesting and fun, and hopefully I'll get a lot on the blog site, a lot of other artists and poets and who want to contribute.
And Jews. Don't forget Jews. That's very important.
Well, it's just going to be music, politics, and Jews.
That's all you really need in this life, at least if you're me. All right, last question, because unfortunately we do have to move on. But last time I asked you, you were in sort of old babushka mode. You were kind of staying to yourself a little bit, not really out there meeting people. Are you meeting people? Are you dating? Are you cohabitating, marrying, that kind of thing?
I'm out there. I'm just I just had my surgery. Give me some time.
Well, they can't. All right, they can't go below the waist, but you getting any action above?
Second base.
Oh, good for male or female. You know I love to hear this stuff.
Go away.
I'm like Warren Zevon with a microphone. That's what I am.
I'm just listening to my old Warren Zevon tapes.
So anyway, Jill, so you're going to be at Joe's Pub on July 7th and July 8th. Everybody go out and see her. She's wonderful. She's adorable. She's great. Jill, give us some wonderful last words to think of you.
You gotta live a little. Sing. Give a
little.
Love a little.
Hey.
Okay.
That's the story of Jews. There you go. Jill, God bless you. We love you. Have a wonderful show, and we'll talk to you soon.
Goodbye, Rabbi.
Shalom.